Hey, I know this won't ain't popular, but I follow where your light goes. I know it's you, nothing impossible. Connected to my album, bro, shining like a light bulb.
Hallelujah, Barak Yahuwah. Shalom, shalom, Mashpaka, to the 12 tribes of Yasharal scattered across the entire earth, and to the other nations who have attached themselves unto us through the blood of Yahusha HaMashiach, Barak Yahuwah. It is your watchman, your brother, your Ark, AzaryYAHU, coming to you on behalf of Yahuwah's chosen people. And today I'll be doing a short video. It won't be long, just a short video to give you the understanding and show you the meaning and the difference between translation versus transliteration versus transmogrification. Because I've learned that a lot of people believe these names and words that we have been given in the KJV Bible and by the English translators, by the Roman Catholics, by religion, this is the translation of the Mosai's name, like the name Yahusha. His translation, the translation of the name Yahusha. Some believe it is Jesus. Some believe it is Joshua. But is that the truth? Is that the fact? Is Joshua or Jesus? Is God? Is the Lord? Is all these so-called translations, so-called names, words, are they the true translation or transliteration of the Mosai's name? And that's what we'll be looking at today. Now, the first word that we'll be breaking down, giving you a definition of, the meaning of, is translation. I'll be showing you a demonstration to help you understand so that you can see, because I know that a lot of persons learn a lot better when they see it happening. So the first word is translation. And translation means it is the process of translating words or text. It's the process of translating words or text from one language into another. It's a process of translating words or text from one language into another. I'll show you in the demonstration what that means. Now let's look at the word transliteration now. Transliteration. Transliteration is the process of transferring a word from the alphabet of one language to another language. So you're changing alphabets, because remember, each language, each nation, each race on the earth have its own alphabet, have its own language. Now everyone on earth speaks English. Remember, we have many languages on earth because of the rebel that happened in the days of Babylon, in the days of Nimrod. Yahuwah, the Mosai, divided the language and caused confusion. And the language, these languages, remember the main thing. This is what the Mosai asked me. Why did he give these languages? And I said, well, you said for confusion. He says, right. Don't you see that it's doing its job? Even up until this day. That's the main purpose. To confuse persons so that they can no longer rebel or do what they want to do. And that's what it's doing today. That's why we have to return to our true language, the tongue of creation, the language of creation, which is the Abrit language, the Hebrew language. You can find this in Jubilees chapter 12, verse 25 through to 26. All right, Barak Yahuwah. So to transliterate a word or a name or a text is to transfer it from one alphabet of a language to another alphabet of another language. I'll demonstrate this. Don't worry. Just giving you the definition so that you don't think I'm making this up. This is the same persons who made who created the English language, who have all these dictionaries and all these stuffs out there. This is what I'm using. The Merriam-Webster, Google. I'm basically using Google. You can look this up in dictionaries, whatever the case may be. You will find these definitions. You will find these meanings. Now, let's look at the final one, which is called transmogrification. Now, transmogrification means to change or alter greatly. To change or alter greatly, and often with grotesque or humorous effect. So it's to change or to alter. is to change or to alter a word or a name. You change it or you alter it. That's called transmogrification. No, my name is Andrew. If someone should change my name from being Andrew to, let's say, Peter, that's called transmogrification. They have changed or altered my name. Let's say I said the word, I am tall and brown. They would change it and say, I am short and white. That's called transmogrification. You're altering what I said. You're changing what I said. Now that's transmogrification. That's not translation. Now I'm going to show you the difference between translation and transmogrification and transliteration. YAHUAH. So let me just turn the camera here so that you all can see it. Get to the screen. YAHUAH. Hallelujah. All right, they cannot record some. Hopefully it doesn't ends the camera, but if it does, my Asha will put it back. So just bear with us. YAHUAH. Hallelujah. All right, so I'm gonna show you a language which you all know. YAHUAH. This is a language that you all, well, not all know, but some know this era. We all know Japan, right? Everyone should know Japan. Everyone knows Japan, how they write their language. They do not use English letters like we use. They use their Japanese, some would say symbols, but they're not symbols. They are rather called inscriptions. Or you can say their letters, Japanese letters. So it's not symbols, it's Japanese letters, or you can call it inscriptions. So, in Japan, let's look at this word right here. If you were to be greeted in Japan by a true Japanese who does not know English, he would not say welcome. This is what he would say. He would say yokoso. Yokoso. I'm going to write it on the board so that you can see it. And this is how he would write it to you in his language or in his alphabet. You draw it like this. Right here, hold on. You do it like this. You go like this. Do another stroke. That's how you'd write it in Japanese. And for those who are Japanese or may know it, please bear with me. I'm not the best Japanese, writer, so bear with me. YAHUAH. And this is what it is in Japan. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. All right, YAHUAH, we're back. This is how you would write it in Japanese. Let me make sure it's recording. 1 minute, Meshbaka. All right, it's still recording. YAHUAH. All right, so this is Japanese. And this is yokoso. Yokoso. That's how they would greet you in Japan. Yokoso. And this is how they would write it in their alphabet. As you can see, this is not English letters. So this is their language, their alphabet. And what I did right here, yokoso, is I transliterate this. I transliterate it to give you the English into our alphabet. I took it from the Japanese alphabet to the English alphabet so that you can see what this represents in our language. But there's a problem. You still don't know what this means. Even if you should write it like this and someone writes this, you still don't know what yokoso means. So now you're going to translate. So this is transliteration. This is transliteration. Sorry. So this is transliteration. This is the transliteration, and this is the translation now that I'll be giving you. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I put that A there. So this is the transliteration of this from the Japanese alphabet to the English alphabet. But now we have a word that we don't know. Yokoso. What does that mean? Now this is the translation now. It gives the meaning of this word. And it means this. It means welcome. That's what it means. So this is the Japanese alphabet. And this is the transliteration of the Japanese alphabet into our English alphabet. If it was going into another language, let's say Russian, I would have to write Russian symbols right under here. Then I will still have to transliterate it again. So even if you transliterate it from Japanese to Russian, or from Japanese to Italian, or from Japanese to Chinese, that's transliteration. You're transferring this word into another language. So that is what transliterate. That is what transliteration means. To transfer this word from our name from one language into another. We use English. We're using English this time. Now I'm giving you translation, and it means welcome. Now, if I was supposed to do this, instead of giving you this, yokoso, and I place this word instead, instead of giving you this or even this, instead of giving you this or this, welcome or yokoso, and I gave you this, good, or let's say I gave you a name like John, that would be called Transmogrification. That would be called Transmogrification. Because what I did was change. I changed what this truly is into something else that is not. Now that's called Transmogrification. So this is the translation. This is the transliteration. This is the translation. Let me write the word so you can see how it's spelled. Transmogrification. Or I place the name John. That's transmogrification. That's not translating or transliterating this. It's not translating it or transliterating this, the Japanese word. So do you get that? So this is transliteration. Transferring it from one language to another into English. Or if it was Chinese, I would have written the Chinese letters. Or if it was Italian, I would have written Italian letters. And then I would have to translate it as well, in Chinese or in Italian, whatever the case may be, to give what it means. But because we speak English, most who are around us now, we speak English, I'm transliterating this into English and give you the meaning of what this means. Yokoso means welcome. Now, if I change it from this, if I moved it from this to this, that's transmogrification. That would be transmogrification because I change it from being Yokoso, which would mean welcome, to good, or the name John. That's not a true translation. That's not a true transliteration. Now, why am I showing you this? You may be wondering. Rock Yahuwah. As I stated before, a lot of persons believe the name JC, JESUS, JESUS a lot of persons believe the name JESUS is a translation or a transliteration of the name Yahusha. So now what I'll be doing is showing you the name in Abrit, in Hebrew. I'm going to show you the name in Abrit now, in Hebrew. The name Yahusha. I'm going to show you how the name Yahusha is written in Abrit, and I'm going to transliterate it. So this is Yahusha's name in Abrit. This is how it looks in the Abrit alphabet. You have the Yod, man with the arms raised. Hey, this is Wa. This is not a Y. This is a 10 peg. This is a Shin. Some draw it like this. Some draw it like this, like a E on its back. And this is a Ayin. This is Yahusha. So this is Yahusha. This is his name in Abrit, in Hebrew. Now I'm going to transliterate this so that you can understand what this means. This right here is a Y. And in Hebrew, it reads from right to left. This is a Y. This, with the man with the arms raised, is a H. Let me erase this. Yeah, with the space. This is a U. It's not a W. It's a U. It makes a U sound. It's a U. It can make a type of like O sound or a W sound, but it's the letter U. This is SH, and this is a A. So let me write it right here. With these two touching together, it gives you the sound Ya, Ya, the pronunciation Ya. So this is how you have you put in the A. It's called an imaginary A because it's not there. The Ayin is a A, and then you have the ox head, which is the Aleph, which is another A. So these two are A's, but as you can see, there's no ox head. There's only one A, the Ayin. So with these two touching together, Ya, Ya. So I'm going to transliterate it now. Y H U S H. A. Imaginary A. Yahusha. Yahusha. This is how it look in the Abrit language, in the Hebrew language. This is called pictograph. This is how it look in the pictographic language. Yahusha. This is the transliteration of this. I'm transliterating it now into English so that you can see the letters, because all you're seeing is it looks like a Y with a stroke going up. This is like a stickman. It's like a stickman. And this looks like an English letter Y, but it's not. This looks like, some swirly thingy. And this look at, you see it as an eye, which is it is the picture of an eye. But you still don't know what this means. All you're seeing is the inscriptions are. Some may say, all I'm seeing is symbols. What does these symbols mean? This is what it means. Yahusha. Now I'm going to tell you what this name means. I'm going to translate it now. The name Yahusha means Yah. Remember the imaginary A. Yah. The Wa, the 10 peg, means to add, or secure. Because remember, the 10 peg is used to add the 10 to give it stability to the 10, to add stability, to add strength, to add firmness to the 10. It secures the 10, so when there's a strong wind, the 10 does not blow away. So it means to add. Yah adds. Yah adds. This, the Shah, is from the word Yasha. You can go look this up. Yasha. It means deliverance or redemption. It's not Yeshua or Yahshua. It's Yasha. Just like the prophet Isaiah, YAHUAH'S. Deliverance is of Yah. So it's Yasha. You already have the Yah in the name. So you don't need to use this again. So you use the tree, the Shah. The Shah. So Yah adds the deliverance. That's what the name translate to mean. This is the transliteration. This is the translation. So this gives you, I'm transferring this into English, and it's Yahusha. Now I'm giving you the meaning of what Yahusha is. Yahusha means Yah add deliverance. Yah add deliverance. Who is Yah? The Most High. You can read and look it up in Psalm 68 verse 4. Exalt him that rise upon the heavens by on the name Yah, or extol him who rise in the heavens upon the name Yah. In the KJV Bible you will see the word Jah, but there was no letter J in those times. J is a young English language. It is less than 500 years old. It wasn't created until the 15th centuries, the 16th centuries. That's why in the first ever King James Bible published, you have never seen a letter J, because it wasn't there. So it could not be Jah. It had to be Yah. That's why when we say hallelujah, even though it's spelled with a J, we pronounce it Yah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Some may say, well, probably the J is silent. So it should have been if it's silent, then it should have been hallelujah. Hallelujah, not Yah. Why is it saying Yah? Yod, the Yod, the Y, the Yod, the Y. The Y makes that Yah sound. The Y makes a Yah sound. The Y is not silent. Wherever you go, the Y is not silent. Y is not silent. Like yeah or Yah, it's not silent. So the Y is not silent there. And why are we still saying Yah and not Ah? So this is what the name transliterate to into English. And this is what it means. Yah add deliverance. If you read Matthew 1 verse 21, that's what the messenger, that's what the angel told Miriam, or some erroneously know as Mary. Give the child this name, Yahusha. Why? For he shall deliver his people from their crime. His name means deliverance. Everyone's name has meaning. Now this, some says this, and this is translated into this, but it's not. This is what they did with the name. They gave us this name. Some even this. I said this is the translation of this. This is not the translation. As I said, remember, there is no J. There was no J in that time. No one ever called them by this name. This name did not exist to them. Nor this. Because in the English letter, in the English alphabet, in the Hebrew alphabet, in the Abrit alphabet, in the Hebrew letters or language, there is no J, there is no E, there is no O. There's none of these letters in their language. So these two could never be the name. What they did was transmogrified this. They altered, they changed the name from being this to this. Jesus or JOSHUA. This is not the transliteration or translation of this. As I showed you, this is called the Yod or the Yad. It is an English letter Y. It represents the English letter Y. This is called a He. It represents the English letter H. This is a Wa, our Ua. It represents the English letter U. This is a Shin, two front teeth. This is a picture of two front teeth. It represents the English letters SH. This is a Ayin. It's an ayin. It's a picture of an eye. It represents the English letter. The English letter, what that represented would be A. So you have YAHUSHA. You add these two touching, makes it a Yah. 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 That's his name. Yah. YAHUAH'S. What does that name mean? Yah add deliverance. This now is transmogrification, changing it to this which was never in existence. Go look up this etymology. This name is derived from the Greek name IESOUS, something like that, to the Latin name IESUS. They claim to say it is from the Hebrew name this YESHUA, but it's not, because as you can see, the U is right before the A, and as you can see here, the U is before the SH. The U goes before, it goes on this, and remember there's no E in Hebrew, so this is wrong, and we only have one H. In his name in the Hebrew, it has two H, SH right here, and H by itself. This only has one H. So this is not even, this is also is a transmogrification of this. So for those out there saying that the name Yahusha, when they call upon the name Jesus, this name, or this, they are calling on Yahusha, you are not. You are calling on an altered name, a changed name, someone else's name. Wherever you go in the world, your name does not change. This name can be called in every language. Yahusha. I've heard Spanish say this. I've heard Chinese, Asians say this name. Mexicans, whatever the language, Africans, and they all say it the same. Yahusha says is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. That's what the Moses says. He is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. He does not change. Read Shamut or Exodus 3 verse 15. He gave his name Yahuwah. This is my name forever and my memorial throughout all generation. Your name does not change. If I go to Spain, I'm still called Azari. If I go to Mexico, I'm still called Azari. If I go to China, I'm still called Azari. What they will do, they will write it. They will show me how my name will look in their alphabet. But it still has to be Azari. The spelling cannot change. Some languages, some tongues may pronounce my name funny. Some may pronounce it different, but it's still the same spelling. So to change this to this, that's called transmogrification. They altered the name of Yahuwah Yahusha and gave us these two. Barak Yahuwah. So I hope for those out there who are saying that the name Jesus or the name JOSHUA or the name or the title the Lord or the name God and all these other stuffs are the translation or transliteration of the Most High name. I hope this video help you to show you that that's a lie. Look into it for yourself. Come on, use common sense. We have been given common sense. How is it that wherever you go or whoever, which other nation comes among you, they do not change your name because they speak a different language? If you have ever watched football before or any other sport, any sport that uses multi languages, but the reason why I say football because football is global. They play football like when you watch the Premier League or the Spanish League. If you notice, it's a mixture of different players from different countries. So you have those who are from Spain, you have those who are from Italy, you have those who are from Germany. If you notice the commentator, if the commentator is speaking in Chinese, he calls the name the same way. He will say, Mullah. He will say Mullah. Mullah is from Germany. If it's a Spanish commentator, Messi. They will still say Messi name in every language. Every commentator says the name Messi. He does not change it because he speaks another language. So use your common sense. Is this truly a translation or transliteration of this Yahusha, the Hebrew name? We have been lied to, my people. Do your research. 2 Timothy 2 verse 15 says, study to show yourself approved unto Yah, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, but rightly dividing the word of truth. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 21 says, prove all things, hold fast to that which is good. So this is what the Most High is saying to you. Prove, test, research, find out. Examine the scriptures for yourself, and do not take every word that man has told you, that your pastors have told you, that bishops have told you, apostles, because they all go to these theologian schools. Religion was not designed or authorized by Yahuwah. It was designed by the Roman Catholics to cause division, to cause us to be in bondage, to cause us to be in slavery, to cause us to fall in rebellion to the Most High Yahuwah. That's why religion is the largest belief system in the world, especially Christianity. It's the largest belief system in the world with over 2.2 billion followers. It has over 40,000 denominations. Does that really sound like what we read in the Bible? Do your research. Study to show yourself approved unto Yah. And He will open up your eyes. He will tell you the truth. When you seek Yah with your whole heart, then you shall find Him. Barak Yahuwah. I am your brother, your watchman, AzaryYAHU, saying to you, Shalom, Shalom, with much ahaba, with much love, or ahab, with much love. Ahaba means fullness of love. With much ahab, with much love. I'm doing this out of love, because we have been lied to. Not hatred, not deception, not trying to force anything on you. Out of love, because I was there. I was in Christianity too. Even though I found out the name right before I got into Christianity. But I did not get this part of the truth yet. I started to ask questions. Why are we keeping, feast days that are not in the Bible, but the feast days that are in the Bible we are not keeping? Oh, those are done away with. Those are Jewish feasts. We don't know when to keep them. Those were the 3 excuses I heard. Why are we doing this when the Bible says to do this? Why are we worshiping on the first day of the week, which is Sunday, and not the 7th day of the week, which is SAT day, Saturday? All these questions I had. And this is what the Most High led me to, because religion is not of Him. He did not establish religion. So search, seek, ask, and you shall receive. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the doors will be open unto you. Matthew 7 verse 7. Shalom, shalom, and ahabahu shalom to you all. Much love. Barak Yahuwah.